So we just read aloud The Godfather Sparrow, one of the Grimm's fairy tales. What did you think about it, my dear?
I thought it's kind of, it has lots of deaths.
It did have a lot of deaths in it, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was a little violent, wasn't it?
It was a lot violent.
So do you think it was well, actually, can you just give us a brief synopsis of the story? What happens in the beginning, middle, end?
So basically in the beginning, there's a dog and a bird that go to a fancy dinner together, and the dog's like tired, so he lays in the street. And a carter, which is somebody that drives a cart a long time ago, we don't say that anymore because we have cars now. We call them drivers.
Yeah.
And the bird, the carter's like, ooh, I want to kill that dog. So and the bird's like, Carter, you will pay for this with your life.
He threatens him.
He's like, I don't care. And then he whips his horses and they run over the dog and breaking dog's bones.
How many more deaths happen in this story?
4 more.
4 more? Yeah.
And okay, so he thinks the skin is still good of the dog's skin. He's like, I'm gonna take this and make a coat out of it.
Oh, whoa! So he just takes this
like,
thing that he killed. And he's like, nah, good. I'll just take it and use it now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he just puts it in his cart, and then the bird, like when he's a little far away, the bird sits on one of his horse's heads and says, "You will pay for this with your life." Carter,
so what happens in the end of the story?
All of them die.
Oh.
Not the bird though.
Not the bird.
Just all of the bad people. Not the horse. And then so he slashes it with the axe and he kills his horse.
Whoa.
So he has 2 more horses. So he goes away with his 2 horses. I would have a memorial for my horse. If that happened, I wouldn't even slash at the bird. I would be like, oh, I feel bad now. But the bird. So he went on, and the bird came back and sat on his other horse's head. He's like, Carter, you'll pay for this with your life. And then the carter got so mad that he slashed, and both of his horses died.
Wow.
So he walked on to his house. And when he got in, outside of the window, like right outside of the window, the bird said, Carter, you will pay for this with your life. So he smashes the window, and then the bird comes in, and he goes on the oven. And he said, Carter, you will pay for this with your life. And he slashes the oven into pieces, and then he grabs the bird and swallows it. But then the bird starts flapping its wings and flies up into his mouth and like pokes out his head. And he's like, Carter, you will pay for this with your life. And he gives the axe to his wife and say, swing this axe and kill the bird that's in my mouth. And then his wife missed the target.
Uh-oh.
She killed her husband, and the bird flew out, and he's like,
So
I warned you. You were gonna die anyways.
So would you say this story is appropriate for children or inappropriate for
Not
children?
really, because it's really violent. Like for like little kids, they're like
All this death, dying, and destruction.
But some kids would be like, ooh, death.
Do you think there's any redeeming qualities to this story? Anything that makes it worthwhile?
Well, you should be careful of what you choose to do, or there'll be consequences. If you do something bad, there'll be consequences.
Yeah, so maybe they're just trying to teach consequences.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.